Welcome to the Schmoopydady streaming experience. I'm your host, as per usual, Schmoopydady. If it's the first time watching the stream, the VOD, or the video on YouTube. I'm a monthly Hearthstone Wild Legend player who typically hits Legend first a month, and after that I goof off. When I goof off, I play your decks. And tonight we're going to do things a little bit different. I do have some viewer decks that I have to knock out, but for the most part what I want to concentrate my energy on is I would like to revisit how to play Maly Druid. We did it our first run with KVLT, and having played it with KVLT, the part that I was unsatisfied with was the gameplay section because I felt like I was throwing too often to properly showcase the deck. So thankfully, and through actually a brilliant insight from KVLT, he's like, well, what if we did like a part 2 and we just focus on the combo turns and we play it against the innkeeper so that we have infinite time to do the turns so we can talk through what we're thinking mid-combo. Because it's really hard to do guides on combo decks. There's a lot of times you have to make a lot of decisions very quickly. And even if the decisions aren't particularly hard, but change things up, like sitting there and talking, you can't make your decisions fast enough to talk through them while you're doing them. At some point, you just have to let the person who's doing the combo just like, okay, yeah, do the combo. So what I will do is I will probably catch up on viewer decks a little bit. I'll see when KVLT is available, and then he'll hop on a quick DM, and we'll, do a little combo turn action and hopefully showcase, how to fight our way through some loops. Because I think that's the hardest part of Maly Druid. For sure, is navigating the combo turn. And like sometimes you're gonna whiff, but if you pick the right possible if you pick the right branches, you whiff less often. So I had a deck ready today. We will do some viewer decks afterwards, but we're just waiting for KVLT at the moment. All right, I'm gonna do the ad now just to get out of the way. What did we not do? What's going on here? Did I do this yet? I don't think so. Good intro. Thank you, May. We have the Yogg deck. And Noob wanted me to play this twice. Okay. Okay. Let's play our 4 games. Let's wait for KVLT to get in there and go from there. It's all fun and games until you get smorked down by the innkeeper. I am going to set it to expert. DK. Which is good enough for the occasional turn, if I remember correctly, turn 4, turn 5 lethal. It's especially dangerous if they cast the spell on 1 that gets them a bunch of corpses, because it means that they end up being like, it means that they have grave strength on curve ready to go. I should be really glad about this guide compliment. I played it a bit but still have a lot of trouble. Yeah, I wanna follow it up just to make sure that we do it good justice. For sure. Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you, Filtrophobe. It's not my birthday, though. Dude, if everybody's on TikTok Warlock... Ugh. I don't think TikTok Warlock is that good, but... Irked, hello. Ratal Lictor. Hello, hello. Cyrus, hello. We're getting KVLT back? Yeah, he said he was available tonight. I'm gonna, ping him in a minute. Reno TikTok seems good. I don't know. I believe you. I wonder if Noob wants me to play that instead. Why don't I make that swap? I'm gonna make that swap. Do I like my hand? Do I not like it enough to get rid of it? What's going on, KVLT? Let me finish this Let me finish this game, Colt. And then if you're good to go, I'm good to go. I can even just do, like, I can do the call from the DM. We don't have to go to Schmoopy Court at all. Okay, probably egg, so I'm not going to Finley this hand away because this seems too important. Teach me, I came to watch and learn. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Are we PTA believers? Yes, the Parent-Teacher Association is very important. Very, very important. I want to make them kill it, chat. Anything else I want to ping? Oh, shit. This morning, Pyramid Head tried to do affordable decks. Did they leave? No, they didn't leave. They're just mad. Greatest, hello, hello. Don't trust anyone not hopped up on VC Uwu. I'll bring back hopping on VC to Uwu one time. Is this a KVLT tutorial? Soon. Not this deck, obviously. It sounds like content. It is. In its own way. I think this person's upset. I understand. Do you mean Dungar? Yeah, Dungar. The very same. Hi, Umbra. I don't know what you're doing on there. I want a KVLT tutorial on Paladin. I hear he loves that class. He does. So much. Oh, it's just this turn? Oh, so now it's 4? Oh. I've never played this card. So I'm supposed to have it in hand. Well, I have another one, so I guess it's fine. My opponent doesn't know either. Can we get a KVLT guide for Egg Warlock? I don't know. Okay. Let's kill the music. I know. We'll go back to music later. Colt, I'll call you via DM 1 second. Start a voice call. Pinging now. And I'm going to need your code, I think.
Hi, Schmoopy.
Hey, what's going on, KVLT? I guess I'll call you Colt. You're Colt, I believe. I played your wife earlier and folded. Get on the pile, loser. No, I'm being, you know, toxic for the sake of being toxic. I'm sure GG's. Do you have your code handy, or should I go fish for it someplace?
I can give you it.
Let me turn this up.
Let's see.
And while we're doing that, code chat. How is Colt's volume? I guess it's hard to say.
Hi, chat.
I have him at 9.7. I guess I could pump
him.
him.
Look at your. I guess you're gonna share your screen on Discord.
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah. I will for sure. Thank you for reminding me.
What we're gonna do.
Turn him up a bit. All right, we'll do.
I'm gonna open your chat here, I guess, so I know.
No, I should be able to adjust your volume on my end. Let me see.
This help?
Oh, yeah, much better.
Okay, I can turn my volume up too.
All right, sounds good. Is he too loud now?
Okay.
Have you gone the other way? I don't know. I mean, we're gonna ask chat, or you can listen to yourself. You should natter and listen to stream. That could be
I'm
pretty
not
fun.
unmuting the stream. I'm gonna go insane if I unmute the stream. It's gonna break my brain. It's gonna like vibrate around my head. I'm gonna hear myself and you twice. I'm just gonna go insane.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good time to me, but I understand. All right. We've got your code.
Yeah, actually, this is the code that actually I really like the new cards in the deck. Actually, I believe in
Oh,
Press Advantage and also Aura.
perfect. All right.
That
So
comes again.
here's so let's do this. I mean, like I think I wanted to sort of speed through like the usual like like we could do like a quick basic mulligan. We could go over like, hey, what new cards have fit into the list and why. And then I figure we just hop into combos versus the Innkeeper and go from there, if that works.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, cool.
Works for me.
Anything you need to do
What do
before
you
I
want to
just?
talk about first?
Oh, we're gonna do I'll do like a little intro and then we'll do like we'll do mulligan and then we'll do new cards and then we'll hop into combo. If
Yeah,
that
that
works.
works.
All right, cool. All right. Welcome to another Schmoopydady guide experience. I am your host, as per usual, Schmoopydady, and as per usual, when I do one of these guides, I try to include a player who is much better than me. So welcome. I call him KVLT, but his name is Colt, the Malygos extraordinaire. KVLT, welcome back.
Hello, thanks for having me. What do we got today? We're gonna go over the Dungar Druid, I guess.
Sure. If for those who don't know, by the way, I'll include Colt's Twitch in the description, but he is a pretty frequent wild streamer. Not necessarily daily, but like at least 3-4 times a week. And right now, this is the deck he's maining.
Yeah, I played this deck probably for like it's gotta be almost 2 years now. Like I played a lot of it for the past 2 years.
Do you have a total? Do you have a
It's a lot
total
of
count
fun.
of games yet? Like, is it reaching Tom levels?
It is, yeah. I think I have like over. I guess I could check my deck tracker. But I probably have close. If not, I probably have 3,000 games of it,
That's
maybe.
incredible. That's incredible.
So I checked my deck tracker and I got like almost 200 hours of playing Dungar Druid. So I played
And
a lot of Dungar Druid.
And I enjoyed our guide, especially when I got back and edited it. The part that I was most upset about when we did it was I felt like I kept biffing the
Mm-hmm.
gameplay. And then you came up with the great idea of like, hey, let's just do it against, versus the Innkeeper. We could talk through the combo turns. And I love, like, as an educator, I love the idea of that because you make a lot of decisions very quickly because you have 3,000 games with the deck,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. Whereas, like, I picked it up as a novelty. I maybe at like 40. Like I've played it, I think, in THL, and I've played it on ladder as a curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
but nowhere near the amount of depth of knowledge that you have. So I'm super excited for that. I think that's going to be really insightful. And so I didn't bring you on to necessarily yap about Dungar Druid again, but let's just go
Mm-hmm.
over like the basic mulligan one more time, just as a refresher from last time, because the list did change a little bit.
Yeah, actually, if you, oh yeah, we'll go over I guess the basic gameplay of the deck, gameplay
Yeah.
of the deck first. Because I mean, the deck has basically stayed the same since it was like Dungar came out. Like I think the original deck was built like by a CN player. Maybe a couple weeks after the start of when was the Dungar? When did Dungar came out? It was a mini set, right?
It, I think so. Yes, and it was like at the time there was we still had spell damage druid, and we had Barnes
Mm-hmm.
druid, which was getting most of the attention from the community, and this one dude in China cooked this deck in like was playing it and like was secretly climbing the ladder, but people had been
Mm-hmm.
trying to distill like what list he was using, but hadn't actually gotten any feedback from him yet until he hit rank 1 and then he shared the list.
Yeah, and then I think I remember you playing it at first, and then I remember most of us like kind of writing it off, and then Maxi played a bit of it, and then he told me to play it. So I learned how to play this deck with Maxi backseating me in voice call. So that's where I originally kind of picked up because it's not a difficult deck to grasp. I think there's a lot of intricacies of it, and it doesn't really play as linearly as like a Barnes Druid would, which I think makes it difficult to try to understand how to get to the combo turn even to begin with, and the combo turn is its own beast. But
Yeah,
there's a
which
lot of things you have to.
that's why we're doing this tonight, because like it's a lot to
That's why
manage.
we're doing this. Yeah, it's a lot to me. I think it probably took me over 100 games before I really got a grasp of what I was trying to do with the deck. So um, definitely not easy. But what is good is like the average game is like 3 or 4 minutes. So you get in and out of games real quick with this deck. So
And what I
you can
thought was so
jam.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you can. I regularly jam like 20 games in under an hour with this. So like it's a fast deck.
And it looks so simple. It looks like, oh,
Um,
you just drop Dungar and win. And like that's not
mhm.
Dungar does not always get you what you want, nor do you like what
It,
percentage of the games do you even go the Dungar line, honestly? Like I feel like I see you do
uh,
Solar Bud like so much more often, or at least a good percentage of the
I
games.
mean, it's because just going for Dungar isn't really the game plan of the deck. Dungar is like people like who view it as you're gambling on Dungar. Like the whole point of trying to get to Dungar is trying to make it so you're not gambling on Dungar. If that makes sense. Like I don't gamble on Dungar very many of my games. Like there's some games you obviously have to, but the vast majority of games, like I'm getting a guaranteed combo line. I'm not gambling on whether I'm going to actually be able to combo or not, which is like how I'm consistent. It's not like I'm gambling all the time with it. There's a lot of times you're not really taking any gambles. You're doing the safe line and you're guaranteeing that you're going to be able to um, kill them, right?
And he also feels like one of the more expendable combo pieces, if that makes sense, in the deck. Like sometimes like you have it, you're
Dunkar is
setting up for it, and it's like, oh, it's gone,
just
but
the
like I
best
still have
card.
buds. Like
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
still get there with Ysayle and Aviana. Like I have wait
I
like
mean,
there
you
are
could build
still
your own Dungar
avenues.
sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dungar is just the best card because it's good in the. It's like the best card in the mold because like, a it's you get to it and usually win, and b if it gets disrupted, you're not losing the game, right? It's
Right.
just it's just a great card, and it used to be 9 mana, which is
Oof.
was even better. But obviously now, honestly, it's a little bit harder to play the deck since they nerfed it to 10 because you don't have the guaranteed Ysayle with sleep line anymore. If you play it for 9, you can draw and you miss on the ENR, but you still have sleep and you can refresh. Now
Right.
it's kind of a little bit more risky. But the new card, Acceleration Aura, kind of restores that old line of being over 10 mana, and actually that actually really helps quite a bit having the Acceleration Aura get you over 10, which is pretty cool because it's a new card.
Yeah, and like we're excited to play new cards. We're excited to play 2 new cards in here. Do we want to talk about new cards before we do? Let's
Anyway,
do new cards now since we're on topic. So
two new cards.
yeah, what did you drop from the old list roughly, and like where are the new cards coming in?
I mean, just looking at the list, like since since we were talking about the old list, I think the only new cards like that weren't in the original list is Shattered Reflections. Trail Mix, I don't know if it was actually. I think Trail Mix was in the original list.
Trail Mix was
At
on
least I
there,
think I
and we were
remember.
defending it. There's no moonlets anymore. We cut
And
the moonlets.
we got the moonlets, but as for like the cards that we're not, it's just like wave shaping, aura, press advantage, and shattered. But other than that, like the list is like almost exact same. So it's kind of been a very consistent list throughout the years, which is pretty cool because it's just got these small upgrades. And this is probably one of the most substantial upgrades to the deck that the deck has had in the past like 2 years or I don't know how old Dungar is, a year and a half, 2 years, somewhere around that ballpark.
It's probably
But
close. Yeah.
probably close, yeah.
Yeah.
But the aura, the wave shaping is huge. Like I think we've probably gone over wave shaping extensively. Like at this point, I think most people know it's a great Druid card.
Yeah.
But
Giving Druid tracking seems
giving
seems
Druid
good.
tracking is kind of above average. And Acceleration Aura is just another wild growth because so the card reads that you get a temporary mana, right? But it gives it over 3 turns, which, believe it or not, once you play it, you never get to the downside of it going away because you kill within 3 turns of playing it. If you play this card on 2, you are killing within 3 turns if you are, I guess, playing the deck correctly and drawing your cards well. You're killing within 3 turns of playing it on turn 2,
So
which is
it's basically just as
any
good. Yeah.
downside.
Yeah,
It's
I remember.
just Wild Growth with the advantage it goes over 10 mana. So I actually think it's a better card than Wild Growth.
Yeah, we were actually, I remember like, trying to rate the card and trying to figure the card out. And there's some thought that like, oh, well, maybe we'll only get the mana for 2 turns because of like the language and like how the card works. And
If it was for
then,
2 turns, I think the card might just be really bad, really bad
yeah,
at that point. Two
yeah.
turns means you can't play it on 2.
Going over 10
You
mana
know,
does seem like a big advantage because I know a lot of people really want to stick New Heights in here because they struggle up against that 10 mana cap.
and it helps because it's not New Heights because it's 2 mana and you can play it on turn 2, which lets in turn makes it a lot easier to mull because now you have 6 2 mana Wild Growths, right?
Right.
Which means you can mull for your ramp targets a little bit easier because you're almost guaranteed to get one of these 6 cards in your mulligan and make sure that you have like a guaranteed ramp on turn 2.
No, so you can even be a
that's the
little bit
advantage of running.
riskier and more aggressive. I like that. I like that insight.
Yeah, yeah. So like I've been keeping UI on the coin, which is probably something most people won't do.
Wow. Okay.
And I've been very happy with that because UI is a pretty important card in this deck.
I used to do that
There's
with
not that
Barnes
many.
Druid. Honestly, like it felt good. If I had the other pieces, it felt good to have UI so that you know that all right, at least I get to draw 5 cards and pop when I pop off.
It just means that you can spend all your cards on ramping, because if you don't hit your combo, you just play UI on 10 mana, right? And then you get
Right.
the next turn. So, and it's a pretty good card in this meta too, because it against something like Burn Lock, it takes like 15 damage off the board. So like it basically heals you for 15 because you kill
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Big body, armor, and
So
a big butt to soak up a Soul Barrage. No, it makes a lot of sense.
it's a pretty good card. So
So on
other
the
than
coin,
that,
I was
press
going to say,
advantage.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Press advantage is probably. I'm still testing this card out. I think it's quite good. It's nice because I can cut the gift, and then cutting the gift is nice because the gift is essentially double the mana on the combo turn of any other burn card because you have to play the 1 mana first, right? And
Right, makes
also
sense.
like it's annoying because you don't really want to spend 3 mana on a Wild Growth. So it cuts your damage a bit, but not by that much. And it's not really a swipe meta. There's not that many decks that you don't need 4 swipes because you're not queuing into Pirate DH. So I think I'm fine with cutting the extra swipes. And
Makes
this
sense.
card is also it's a pretty good play on turn 2 as well. Like it's another nice card to have because you go ramp on 2 and then on turn 3 you play another 2 mana ramp and you play this and you end up spending all your mana because sometimes like going first is kind of awkward because you end up on that 4 mana threshold.
Right.
So it's nice to be able to fill your turn up with more 2 mana plays. So I think it kind of fits in the deck nicely for that, and as well, it's damage on the miracle turn plus a little bit of cycle.
And I will say too that it's a lot of keywords, which like we looked at it and it's like all right, it's only 1 deal damage, 1 attack, 1 draw card, 1 arm, but like that's a lot. Like you're doing a lot of things, and usually removing at least a 2 health thing, while also like whatever its attack is, reducing that by 1, and you cycle. Like it's a lot going on. Though you were concerned at some point that like, well, I can't always swing face because there's a taunt in the way, but at least you can just deal the damage is the only thing that scales off of Maly Ghost, right? So we'll be dealing 6, and then drawing 1 attack, 1 armor. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's okay. It's nice because you just burn it. Like I don't like sometimes even solar it on the combo turn if you're really trying to dig. It's okay. I'm not like completely sold on it being broken yet, but I do think it's pretty solid. But I have to play more with it to really get I guess a feel for how much I like it. But I'm trying it for now. There's definitely other cards you could replace it with, but it's a new card. I'm gonna try the new card.
Yeah, and you are not afraid to try new cards, I have to say. Um, any other basic mulligan ideas, things that we're looking for? So you said on the coin we'd want to do UI.
I will say like with this deck, like you're usually deciding your mulligan plan like after you see your mulligan. Like
Okay.
I I've kept like almost I've kept a lot of these cards in this deck. Like I've even kept a Moonbeam before. Like if I know I'm against aggro, like I keep a Moonbeam against Sparrowclaw if my hand's already good, and I
Sure.
kill the 1/2 that they play. So like there's cards in this deck like you wouldn't think to keep, but sometimes I just keep them. So
It's
I
hard for
would say
you
I've
to
kept.
decide at this point because you're almost like jazz musician when it comes to how you feel
Well,
about them all.
I think it might be easier to explain the mulligan like once we get into the game and having mulligans that I can kind of explain what cards I would toss, which cards I would keep.
All right,
Because
let's
your
save it for
mulligan
that then. Yeah, that's fine.
plan changes based upon what your initial, I guess, the flop is, right?
Okay. Um, so we've talked about new cards. We're gonna save the mulligan till the combo turn. We've given basic game. We've given like basic outline of like history of the deck and gameplay. I guess I'm good to jump in if you're ready to jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Now, for those who have never played against the Innkeeper before or used the Innkeeper, the Innkeeper is a great tool, especially for deck building purposes. If you're ever interested to figure out whether or not a deck is going to be good into aggro or not, like modern wild aggro, I always suggest Expert and Death Knight because there are some loops where Death Knight is presenting lethal turn like 4 or 5. I think I've been high rolled on turn 4 by the Innkeeper before. It was like I would be practicing pillager lines, and then all of a sudden I'd be dead out of nowhere. So this is going to be, I think, pretty like not that we're going to be super pressed, but I think it's going to be close enough that it'll feel somewhat authentic.
Let the great dream begin.
Sorry, it's a hard mulligan. Um, I think I toss to sleep, but toss to sleep and keep the trail mix and the Dungar.
Okay.
I think because I almost want to keep all three, but it's kind of a risky. It's kind of a very greedy mulligan. Like honestly, if I knew it was like a slower Death Knight, I might keep it. But since we know it's aggro, it's probably better. It's the toss to sleep.
Okay. But you'd keep the trail mix because you want that explosive turn because you probably need it.
Yeah, which is why like I'm tempted to keep the whole thing because having sleep with Dungar is pretty nice, but we mulled it away when we got Bio, which is arguably better. And since it is aggro, like our plan could just be to go off really early with the Dungar and just winning on board
Got you.
with
And just
whatever
like
we
win.
get.
Right, just win with tempo if we need to, because that is definitely aligned with this.
Yeah.
It's like you said, you've beaten Burnlocks just dropping Maly on curve and been like, all right,
Yeah.
well,
So you just pass this turn. You don't do anything.
we don't need to give them mana. We kind of want
There's
to.
no need to play or.
This is the
You'd rather
spooky
Aquatic
line.
come. This is
This
how
is
you
the
die.
spooky one. Yeah, that when you see plagued cranes on one, you're like, all right, it's gonna be a faster one.
Okay, well I think we can beat those. Okay, I went Aquatic here.
Okay.
You're looking for a 2-mana ramp. Missed on the 2-mana ramp, so I take Nourish, and then you play probably Bio here actually. You just cast the Bio.
You'd bio here? Okay. And this lets us nourish
so
on curve.
This lets us kill them in 2 turns here. because next turn you just nourish Trail Mix, and then you have Dungar for lethal.
Leave bones, please.
Okay, so your nourish, you'd go for trail mix after the nourish.
You're kind of like a high rolling here, so this is just then you Trail Mix. And
Go
then
for it.
you're-
Okay.
Yeah.
The citadel stands strong. The fallen will serve.
Honestly, like they're kind of slow, so we could probably wait. But I think since we know they're just playing for board, we just went on board. Oh, and that's a pretty huge roll too.
Oh yeah, because this lets us. We got the ANR, so we
And
can
you got the
refresh.
NR. You actually got every single good minion, yeah.
So let's go with like
then you
because
just-
there's no rush, right? So like if you want to
sure.
optimize this, what am I looking to do? What are you thinking?
So you obviously have to refresh here because otherwise your turn's over.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played the Shattered on the ENR. And then I'd draw with it.
Okay, so then you'd go for draw, which makes sense. So we get a bunch of cards. Now here the Malagos is almost immaterial, right? Because it's like we've basically won. We've out tempoed the opponent, but what are we looking to do from here? Kind of.
Now here I would dump as many cards as I can. So you play your Trail Mix, you play Bio. I will play your Wild Growth first, actually. So you
Oh,
don't get an
sorry.
extra card.
Rip. We did.
Okay, now it makes it a little bit harder.
So there we go. There's one thing already. So like, all right, we dump our cards, but dump Wild Growth first because we weren't at max mana yet. Now we've got an excess mana.
The thing I always do, because I don't like counting, I always hover the deck on the right, and I see how many cards are in my hand.
Okay.
So like, see, it says like 8 and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I like when I'm doing the combo turn, I often would hover that so I don't have to count. And you're just trying to get so you have 6 cards in your hand.
Okay. Six.
So the best, like here, I would not care about optimizing my turn. Like,
Sure.
I would have probably just cast like I would have done the other order better, but I guess you right here you could just I guess you play your excess mana. You might as well do it to draw a card because you kind of need to dump it, and then you wave shape and you look for nourish. Or something that's dumpable. So you take Invigorate and you just dump it. You just ramp with it.
Okay.
And then you have 7. So I would just like play your sleep now, and then just full ramp or refresh, I guess.
You're looking to full ramp because again, you're trying to dump cards from hand.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
finally got to
And
the
then
magic 6 cards.
Then you play Maly. Then you play your UI and you kill your Renethal
Oh, okay.
or your 5/5. Doesn't really matter.
Ah, just for board space.
Yeah.
Hi,
And then,
Maly.
Then you play your Nourish for ramping.
Okay. That gets me the one
So then you
extra
go to
mana
10.
I need so that I can
And
get
then you
Maly
play
down.
Maly. And then you can refresh with sleep. And then it's really easy from there.
Okay, and then this is basically like we win. Like I'm probably
you're-
drawing with this. I can do the
Well,
mini UI.
Yeah.
Like
You got to be careful about your mana though. Like you could be close on mana, so I'd play the wave shaping.
okay.
You're looking for like second UI, right? Or just any burn.
Oh, got you. So I really should have waited.
Here.
Yeah, so I should have waited
Yeah,
because I
you
should have used the solar eclipse.
Yes.
Okay.
So here I would take your solar.
Mhm.
And then you probably play Bud for spell. So I would do here because you're out of draw. You need to find something, and you see what that hits first. And you got your UI, so I would just click UI, see what happens.
Okay, see what happens.
You hope you don't accidentally kill your Ysail,
We did not. Huzzah,
but then
huzzah.
now you have lethal.
My hand over
But now you have lethal with the solar into
So you do Moonbeam?
Moonbeam.
Okay.
Well, Solar Moonbeam, just lethal
Okay, wow.
because it's 24, right?
Yes. Okay. So trying to recap everything that we did. I think we started with, okay, so we ramped up to the combo turn. We looked to hand dump. That was like one phase, right? Like, okay, playing your Wild Growth first because we had 10 mana because of Trail Mix, so we want to get as few cards in hand as possible. Then we UI'd our Renathal to get the board space.
One of the only cards.
And then the neat trick that you showed me was, all right, Nourish. You immediately went, all right, cool. Like Nourish is almost like a bio project on that turn where it's like, okay, Nourish, get your two mana crystals. Now you're back up to 10. Now you can play your Maly, and then I think we needed to do. I used Burn too early. We needed to do Wave Shaping in case we found Solar, which would have given us a little bit more breathing room as far as our draw went.
Yeah.
Does that just about sum it up?
About sums it up, yeah. And then we had, even if we missed on the first Bud, we could have, if we missed completely on the first Bud, by the way, I would have Solar and Bud spell. Bud for spell, so you're more likely to hit something because you really needed to hit draw there, right? So there wasn't that much draw in your deck, I can remember. You pretty much had to hit UI there. So we actually almost bricked.
I still think we would have won. Right, we still might have won on tempo.
Well, swipe was also lethal.
Right.
Like, if you just hit swipe, I would have chosen swipe as well because that would have just won on board.
And it's going to hit it. It's going to hit the enemy, right?
But you don't want to miss killing your opponent though. That's just That just feels like a skill issue, doesn't it? Okay, I would
How close is this to a full keep based off of what you've said so far tonight?
Honestly, I think it's a full keep. Like I'm feeling the same way. I'm feeling a full keep here.
Okay.
Like UI is greedy. Like it's definitely a greedy keep. But I mean, it's. I don't think I want to keep UI against like a burn lock. But I'd probably keep it against the majority of matchups.
I'm thinking like once we get Nightshade Bud, we're really looking for Ysayle. And having an extra 2 mana so that we can like ultimate and then like get our cards and then have mana to do things, right? Like roughly, is that what we're working towards?
You're expecting to draw sleep, and then you can use sleep for full refresh, and then you can UI after.
Okay,
that's kind of what keeping the UI is for. Okay. UI's, I found that like the combo with this deck, you really need UI. Because especially after a cut overflow, UI is actually an incredibly important card to get.
I forgot we cut overflow. We did cut overflow.
You enter here.
Okay, sorry.
Overflow does make it a little bit like overflow is a pretty good card, but you can get there without overflow, I think. And overflow is awkward to play at times because you never wanted to play it on the combo turn. It was just kind of a hard card to play in the deck, but it definitely did help. And that you not breaking on cards.
There were occasionally times the healing was anti-synergy that actually mattered, which was annoying.
Exactly. That was also annoying.
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, having all of those ramp. Now you can just play Wild Growth and Invigorate here.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually
there's a swipe available, right?
There was a swipe available, but I wasn't really looking at their board, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just Invigorate. Yeah.
And
I mean, you can kind of read anyway. They're like, I mean, it's difficult because you're not playing against a meta deck. Like, there's different times where you have to swipe. Like, if you're against like a wild aggro deck, you probably have to swipe there. But we're against Death Knight, so we're usually just winning through speed rather than anything else.
How do you feel about swipe? This is a swipe hero power, right?
Hero power. I think it's a swipe hero power turn. Yeah. You swipe hero power, like, because the 2/2 is kind of threatening anyway. Because if you're,
I just want to keep them nice and narrow.
It buys you infinite turns. And there's not any need to gamble on coining out the Bud here for like an ENR because the swipe kind of does the same thing, right? Of dealing with the board. Wow, this is a really good swipe if you draw another one. Okay, this is
Feels like
You, I
Bud
mean, you
AR?
actually have the combo here. So
Oh,
you
we
can
do.
Bud. You actually have the combo here. You want to?
Okay.
We can do it because we have no time limit.
Okay.
So you coin Bud out, and then you find your sale, and you don't miss because you're good at the game.
I did find you sale, and I didn't
You get
miss
it.
because I'm good at the game.
Yeah.
That's a
You get it.
75%
You're good at the
gamble.
game.
Yeah.
It is, but it's also not really a gamble because you can also hit ENR and be fine.
Yeah,
And
right.
then you
Okay.
Bud for ENR. So the only hard part about this comp, this is actually a hard combo turn, but it's pretty cool one.
Okay.
And then you refresh. You refresh your things. Like technically, because they're at 30 health, you could like just kill them with burn. But let's say they have a lot of health, and we actually have to go for getting the Maly down. So
Sure.
in this case, I would just UI the 5/5.
You have my own 5/5.
Not you sale. Your own 5/5, yeah. Your
This
own
guy.
5/5.
Okay.
Just for board space, because you
Interesting.
potentially have
Okay.
to. Because potentially you're gonna end up shattering and doing some goofy stuff.
Okay.
So it probably doesn't matter, but good. Then I would dredge aquatic form first. So
Okay.
we're really trying to find that.
Do we ever go for the pendant first, just in case one of our dredge spots were a minion we wanted to get out of our, you know, what I mean, like, are we ever going like pendant Dungar just to filter, or no, that's not what you want to do?
No.
Okay.
Like you're not, because you're tight on mana right now. You don't have that much
Okay.
mana.
Okay.
Take wave shaping. And then I would cast the wave shaping.
Okay.
Because you're really trying to hit the card, and then I guess you're wave shaping again.
Okay. Cast it again.
Yeah. You're kind of, and then you
These
hit
are
the UI,
UI.
so you're chilling. You grab the UI.
Okay.
And then you ramp with the
Nourish.
nourish. You gain 2, which puts you to 10, which is super nice because that means you can get the Maly down if you get double sleep. So
Okay.
you play the UI.
Am I shooting my
So
own
you
5/5
go-
again?
It doesn't really matter at this point.
Oh, okay.
Like you have enough board space regardless, right? So you can probably go face here.
Okay.
Like you
So we
probably
got-
should have gone face in the beginning,
Okay.
but
We are being a little cautious. So we do have double sleep now.
being a little cautious. So you do have no sleep. So like in a real combo turn, you'd be running out of time. So you just
Right.
be refreshing as quickly as possible here.
Okay.
Like you could have, I guess, played the like to make it a cleaner turn. You probably could have played the press advantage. So now you drop the
Now drop
the
Maly, and then we get our mana back,
Yeah.
and then we win.
Like if you want to like play absolutely perfect, like you could have done other things better. But like you have lethal, right?
Right.
You just
Okay.
have lethal in hand here. So then you
To save a little bit of
remember what's on the
time.
bottom.
Bottom
Your
is
character say what's on the bottom.
bottom's a swipe. We got Moonbeam, so like GG's.
no,
like we have
Moonbeam?
it here.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
so if we
that's
wanted
GG's.
to, we could pop
Okay.
off. To save time, I'm
can't
gonna
see your
just
deck tracker.
restart though. Just because it's
Okay.
like that would be that combo turn. All right, so we did okay, so we had a cool double bud turn where with 4 minions left in deck, we had enough mana to cast both buds in hand. Ideally hitting Ysael first, but barring that, hitting A&R, refreshing, and then casting the other bud for Ysael. So that was cool. From there, we had UI in hand from our mulligan, and we popped off. And then it was like, I remember you saying specifically, okay, this is cool. We nourish ramp to 10 mana. I'm trying to pick out like little things that I can latch onto as somebody who's, again, I'm familiar with the deck, but I'm not an expert. You ramped with
So
nourish.
I would full toss this hand.
Yeah, you ramped
Oh,
with
sorry.
nourish up to 10 mana, so that you could get Malygos down with double sleep. So like these are little pattern recognition things that I think I could latch onto if I'm playing the deck later. I can say, oh, cool. So if I can get up to 10 mana with this nourish, I can get Maly down and I can win.
Yeah. Because you can't get since you drew the Aviana. Drawing the Aviana makes it a little hard to get Maly down because you had both Aviana and the Maly in your hand. It makes it a little bit difficult. So the only way to get the Maly down from that point was double sleep. So that's something important to be aware of. Oh damn! Wait, I'm trying to look at this turn. This is a hard turn.
Yeah. That's why I paused. Everything up until now was easy.
Yeah.
I had a pass and I had a wild growth. So now we've got like. So next,
I think you're passing.
we're passing, but it's almost a solar trail mix turn, right?
Yeah, but there's no reason to gamble on it.
There's no reason to, but it's almost there. If we had Bud in hand, would
Almost
you?
there.
If we had Bud in hand, would you solar trail mix?
I'd still wait a turn just because
Okay.
there's not any need. See, now you drew the pendant. Now the question is, do you single pen it? I think you just pendant. You pendant and you don't solar it. I think you want to save the solar for the trail mix here.
Okay.
Because in all likelihood, you can go off in 2 turns after you play the pendant here.
If we save the solar for the trail mix, we can go over 10 mana, I feel like, pretty easily,
Exactly.
which
And
will
then
unlock
it
some
makes
lines
it-
for us.
Exactly. And also the pendant, you have like 3 good options from it. You like obviously Dungar is the best, but you'll take a Ysael and you'll take a ENR, right? Like either one of those is fine.
Okay, so I'm going to
So
go for the
you play-
pendant now.
Try
got-
Dungar. You hit
We
it,
got
do the best.
Dungar, so that's fine. Oh, so these are the 2 best, Ysael and... Okay, Ysael and Dungar. So which are you taking here?
But Dungar every time.
Dungar. Okay. I'm going to heal
Dungar
his
probably lands you lethal in 2 turns.
Okay.
The dark
Because now you're gonna hit another 2 mana ramp because you're good at the game, and then you're
Okay.
gonna solar treatments.
Just to fill out our curve. All right, we were not good at the game, but drawing a minion...
But that's a good draw.
That's
is
a good draw,
though. So
right.
Now you solar trail mix. Yeah, that means that you have guaranteed lethal next turn, which is nice. Having guaranteed lethal seems pretty good to me.
Okay, so I can still get Renethal, but I have ANR and I have Ysael and I have a Shattered and...
Well, you have guaranteed because you either hit Ysael or you hit. I guess if you miss on the Ysael, then it's kind of awkward, but you still hit the other thing, so you still kind of win.
Yeah.
No, wait, play your Ysael. Play your
I'm
Avion
sorry.
first. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no, you lost.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to be fine.
Yes, but it makes it a lot worse.
Okay, so I should have done... So here's the... Even when we're up against the Innkeeper, I have infinite time. I fucking... I'm still twitchy. So we should have done Aviana first, then Dungar.
And then, yeah, then you could have refreshed, and then you could have played the Shattered on the something. I mean, you probably kind of still good. It's probably still fine. But you could
So-
have played 3 ENRs, right? You could have, and then you
Yeah.
could have gotten lethal this turn pretty easily.
All right.
Because what I would have done, because I guess you refresh here. I'm not really sure what to do this turn now. I guess you're just refreshing, and you're shattering the ENR, and you're just swiping. Well, I guess you can't because you don't have.
We have
another
to
one now.
choose, right? We have to choose if we're swiping or not, or if we just refresh the ANR. I feel like it's just a refresh the ANR.
I think it's just a swipe, actually. Like
It's just
they
a
can't-
swipe
they don't come
because-
on board because you know what their deck is. So,
Right.
So you just swipe and you win. Just
I'm gonna
swipe
go
your
face with the swipe because I don't think like swinging
Yeah,
at
yeah.
anything
Swipe your face.
matters. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you win anyway. But
It's not the cleanest, and we're here for the cleanest.
It's not the
All right,
cleanest.
So I'm still fucking.
yeah, exactly.
Shoopy's an honorary zoomer, totally. They're infecting me with their impatience.
It is true. It's not like it did anything though. I would have hit the Ysael there though. Actually, That's
You
what
would
I
have been better at it. Yeah, you would have been, but just better at the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
mean,
here I
yeah.
would probably just like we would
Yeah, but-
end up.
right?
What's up?
No, you just play. Don't you just play your sleep and hit lethal? Or you can draw. Why don't you draw?
I should
first
draw
with the
cards
ENR?
first, right? Okay.
Yeah, just draw with the ENR first. Yeah.
The beauty of nature.
You should have lethal, surely. Oh, never mind. You're bad at the game, apparently.
Yeah.
I guess you just play your hero card. It's not like nothing matters, right? Because you're against the innkeeper. But just draw your moonbeam then. You missed. Okay, and then you just play your trail mix.
Oh, you do Tramax. Okay.
Yeah.
And go face.
Just go face.
All right.
I mean, it's the game's over, right? Like,
And then we play it
just
out.
went on
All
tempo.
right. I'm gonna switch it up. Okay. So all right, that combo turn would have looked a little bit more clean if we'd gone the. Again, you're saying we do Aviana, Dungar. We can refresh and then play a bunch of Avianas. Play a bunch of ANRs if we want to. That were 1 mana.
Yeah, because you could have gotten another 1-cost one, right?
Yeah.
On the board, I think, because you had 2 slots. Yeah, you would have got another 1-cost on the board. So it didn't really matter. Like, I think the game result would be the same.
But thin margins, though, it's worth noting. All right. So
Yeah.
where would you
I
go
think
with
you
this?
Toss the ASAO. You toss the ASAO, you keep the other 2.
Okay. We don't want to pay 9 for our sale. We want to pay like 8 maybe.
You'd rather get it off the bud, right? Like, it's not. I don't like keeping it.
Me have bad for you.
I'm just gonna pay the aura.
Yeah, you just play Aura. It's just wild
Okay.
growth.
So next turn we'll have 4 mana.
Yeah. You're probably passing this next turn, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
now
hear.
you can kill the thing in the middle.
We want to do that? We feel threatened enough?
That's how I would do.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, not really, but that's what I would do if I was against
Okay.
an actual like an aggro deck that was gonna kill me.
And I'll hero power. and
Just hero power pass.
it.
Yeah, just take the heal.
All right. So next turn we'll have 5 mana.
My ancestors are useful.
Yeah, and you're gonna draw Nourish off the top or Guff or something good, surely. Oh, that's pretty good too. I would actually Solar Trail Mix here.
Okay. So if we Solar
And then
Trail
I'll
Mix,
play-
we're gonna have 10 mana next
I'm
turn.
playing it. Yeah, then I'm playing UI, or I'm
Okay.
winning the game, depending. Like, this is not something you really need to do in this matchup, but
Let's
against a
pretend
wild
that we
deck,
do.
You would
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
You would have to make that play, I think, like every time, 'cause otherwise you're just losing the game, right? Like your
That's
start's
fair.
a little slow, and also this way, like you could just win next turn too, which is kind of cool.
Aquatic to see if I win.
Yeah, aquatic to see if you can find a winning line,
Looks like I win.
and you did. You found your sail. You clicked your sail,
Okay.
and then you play your sail.
Stay strong, expedition. Reinforcements on the
And
way.
you refresh
I was gonna say,
twice, and you draw 2.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw 2 first.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like your man, you're not going to ever draw more than 2.
All right. And then refresh 2.
The order does not matter.
Well, I didn't know if I got like Nourish or something like that. You'd be like, oh, maybe we don't refresh here. Maybe we, you know what I mean?
And I think you probably going to kill him with your sail. So you just like UI face here.
Okay. Now we're just playing Barnes Druid.
You pretty much are, unless you draw a bud, which you did. So, oh, you drew double bud, so you just play bud
Okay.
into butt, basically,
Discover
for
minion.
your Aviana /
Would you do which would you
ANR,
do
doesn't matter.
first? Would you go for ANR or Aviana
I
first?
mean,
I guess
you're going to
we'll-
play one after the other. and you're
Okay, we're gonna hit
guaranteed.
him regardless. Okay, I was you know what? You probably
Order
already
doesn't
clocked
matter.
that we had all the important minions out of the deck. So
You have all the minions, so you're guaranteed to hit it.
okay,
Take your ENR.
I'm gonna drop
play your-
Malygos.
your- Drop your Maly. Yep.
I goose.
You have lethal in hand, I think. And yeah, play one
We
of
do.
your. I would probably not
Oh.
play that one. That's the one. Oh, it doesn't matter. You have lethal anyway.
Because we have the refresh.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, no, just because you had the draw card in your hand.
Oh, do that one
So I would've
first.
drawn first.
All right, well, let's
That's
see what I would
just
have
would've
drawn.
done first.
Oh, I would have cycled
But
it
I
again.
wasn't counting. But I wasn't counting.
And then
so
Pew. Okay.
you were counting that it was just lethal in hand.
Well, you said lethal, and I was like, oh, it's in hand.
Yeah, it was lethal in hand. You know, I wasn't counting, but
It's close enough. All right.
it
you wanna
looked
do-
like lethal to me.
Do you want to do one more of these, or do you feel like you've We could do it against a different
Well,
type of deck.
It's gonna
if
be
you want.
you.
Okay.
It's gonna be you. Do you feel you're comfortable enough to do the combo turn by yourself? Do you want to try one where you do the combo turn, and then
Yeah. Let's see how badly I
you
fuck
get
it up.
feedback from me after?
Let's see how bad I fuck it up. Let's do a whole game.
I'm pretty happy that our gamble ended up just winning us the game. Proof that the gamble is actually a good play.
I think it's an aggressive play. I like it. All right, for people in chat that don't know, I think this is the fastest aggro that you could possibly get from the innkeeper. So I would keep the wild growth. I don't think I'd keep either anything else, unless you think the aquatic form is important enough. Yeah, but usually people keep aquatic form and then look for the card that they want to get instead of just
I'm losing.
Mulligan for the
gamble
card.
Allegations.
Yeah. Losing they never gamble allegations.
I mean, we had a play that wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad play. It's not like we were passing if we missed. We still were going to play UI instead, right?
Right.
Oh wow. It's like the first normal curve game.
Leave bones, please.
Ooh, that's good. Okay.
I'm curious what you're actually going to do this turn because do you want me to input what I would do this turn? Because I think it's actually different than what I think.
I was gonna invig and hero power, and then I was gonna do nourish and pendant for something, but I was gonna see what the pendant gave me to really decide what was the important part. Because I was gonna have 3 mana left over post nourish. I'm interested to hear what you would do.
Mm-hmm. So I think I might just pendant just because it's a chance you top deck a guff or something like that, and it uses your mana better. But
Okay.
but I guess the pendant's not that bad either. Next turn, because I guess you can play it, right?
Yeah, so
The
it's
only
like
difference is
I can fill out my curve this turn with invig hero power and then nourish pendant. I think is where I was going versus
yeah.
any greater tactics beyond that.
I think that's a better play.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Invig Hero Power is fine because it uses all your mana, and next turn you can still pendant as well, right?
Yeah. And then what I'm taking from pendant, I'm not sure yet.
The only upside I think of playing pendant first would be if you draw a trail mix off the top. If you drew a trail mix
Okay.
off the top, then you're a little bit sad that you did that order, but it's fine. So you just do your nourish pendant.
We have a lot of mana.
You're
Okay.
looking for your worst 3 minions of all time, dude. So I would.
Am I taking A&R and then doing ramping to 10 next turn with nourish? That feels terrible. Or am I
I think
taking?
you're taking Maly.
I'm taking Maly because I can cheat it out with Aviana possibly.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you kind of want your Aviana and your Enar in your deck. You're
Okay.
probably just drawing next to Nourish, to be honest.
Okay. So I'll take Maly then.
Yeah, take your Maly. Because I think next turn you're probably just drawing with your Nourish. Because you're not being threatened. There's no reason to gamble. You have another turn, I think. Pretty good draw, though. I think I still draw with the Nourish. Obviously, you could gamble here.
It's not a
but
huge
there's
gamble
no reason
because
to gamble.
it's not a huge gamble. It's it feels like exactly the same play we made not that long ago where I'm guaranteed to get ANR and I'm guaranteed to get Ysayle, right?
You have
Like,
the difference is you do have a good
uh,
you can play Nourish here and it's a good play, right? Like
okay,
I think it's just better to play Nourish here, and because if you draw Solar or you draw like your hand is so good and like they're not
okay,
threatening you that there's no reason to potentially lose the game.
okay. But I could go in this turn.
Like you could go in, but only if you had to. Like against Egg Warlock, you probably have to gamble there.
Okay. I'm probably going to. Well, I guess we'll wave shaping first.
Wave shape first because rather trail mix. Ooh, yeah. Now you just take pendant, easy. You just play pendant here, and you hit your Dungar.
I did not hit
So
Dungar,
bad.
but I can filter
just
out the
Use
Renethal.
hail.
You just take
No.
Ysayle?
Oh well, you just take your sail. Yeah. Why gamble?
Okay. Yeah. This heals me
Well,
the
it's
most.
not- yeah.
Yeah.
See the difference between taking. If you don't take the sail there, then you have a 75% chance of winning. I think I'd rather have a 100% chance of winning than a 75% chance of winning.
Yeah.
Because here now you just play your sail, you refresh, you play
Yeah.
all your minions, and you win the game.
Stay strong, expedition. Reinforcements on the way.
I'm going to do.
Yeah, just full refresh here. This is one of the easier combo setups. But I like how every time we played, we've gotten a different combo line.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what I love. Honestly, that's what I love about this deck. It's just like there's so much to do, and it is so complicated, and it's not linear, but it looks so linear. Like, it looks so obvious. It's like, oh, duh, it's a dumbass Dungar deck. Let me just drop Dungar and I win. It's like, no, it's it's a lot. There's more to it. We have the opportunity to shatter here, but I mean, that seems like that's probably like too slow, right?
No,
Like, we
I
could-
don't mind shattering. Because you might have to take shatter to refresh plus draw, because you kind of don't have enough burn here to kill them, right?
Right. I was thinking I was going to end up drawing with ANR
Well, if you shattered, you could draw and refresh.
and do
That's the
both.
thing.
All right. Yeah. See,
Yeah, I guess you're probably playing your burn first, right?
okay, we got there.
Oh, you got
I
there.
felt it. I felt it that I could get there. All right. Easy.
You're just trying to put him to one to pop the block. Done. Oh yeah.
Oh,
you
and
got
we
no
are sad
burn.
this. There we go. All right.
That's why I think I experimented with cutting the moonbeams, but I think the moonbeams are pretty nice.
They're too. That's just
to
too
have
good.
still.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
a
too
lot
good.
of damage.
All right, well that was really enlightening, and it was cool that we found a different line for lethal every time, but also you could see the forks where it's like, well, like yeah, this is also lethal. So like it is a little bit more of a choose your win adventure, but there are definitely like more optimal decisions you can make. How many games have you like gone back and studied and looked at and been like, was there a better line here? Like, how many times did you find yourself like just like going back to the deck tracker and checking your own tape in order to get to the point now where you're making these decisions?
I mean, at this point, I know what my mistake was or what I probably could have done better. It's like the difficulty is a lot of times you're trading whether A, you try to go off early, but there's a chance you miss, or B, you take the guaranteed line, but that also gives your opponent more time, to set up their thing. So you have
Right.
to try to. It's like almost not a mistake, but it's kind of trying to gauge based like are you supposed to gamble here, or are you allowed to take another turn to guarantee that you get lethal, right? Because
That takes some meta knowledge. Like, you need to know like how much your opponent can reach you for, or what their game plan is, or what cards they run in their deck.
this deck rewards you for knowing what your opponent's playing for sure. Like, it's a lot easier to play this deck if you know, like, for example, like what secrets they're playing in Hostage Mage. I know K, for example, doesn't run Objection in their Hostage Mage, so it makes it a lot easier to play against that deck. Like, and also no like Hoth makes an interesting matchup for that reason, just because of knowing how many objections they run in their deck is so important. And makes it really hard to play against if you don't know how many objections they have in their deck. Because which is why it's nice when they play 2 secrets for some reason.
Right. At least it tells you one way or another. You don't have to make a coin flip guess and possibly lose.
Yeah, you know that you have to trigger that objection before going off. So you got to save your Renathal and stuff. So, but yeah, it definitely rewards knowing your opponents are playing. Like, and the mole is different depending on what your opponent's playing a lot of times too. Because like against Burnlock, for example, I'd keep Pendant, but against there's not a single their deck I would keep Pendant against. I don't think.
3 mana heal for 10 or something like that can go a long way against Burnlock, especially because it can take some time. Yeah, it can take a long time for them to get started. All right, well,
yeah, well, it just kind of lets you get to the ENR heal, which wins the game usually. Usually your win con in that matchup.
All right, so I'm trying to think of like little things to latch on to just to sort of wrap up. But I guess in general, we're looking to, like, just like last time when we did this guide, just like pick plays that use all of your mana every turn. And you can gamble with this deck, but that doesn't mean that you have to. And there are lines that you can take that are a little bit less risky, or you can wait a little bit. I think the thing that I'm taking away from mostly is, like, when you've done the trail mix early pop off, being aware that there is significance to ramping back up to 10 mana so that you can sleep up to 10, so that you can get Maly down, so that hopefully if you get another refresh like sleep or like nourish, you can still pop off. Because I think I personally don't have enough of a sense of when I'm running out of things to do with Malygos, or like when I'm running low on mana. I'm kind of making these reckless plays where I'm jumping down these cul-de-sacs, and you're like, that might not be what you want to do, Schmoopy.
You think you have infinite mana because everything's one, but you run out of mana. Like, it happens. Like, you have to try to make sure you're aware how much mana you have, and you're trying to optimize using amount of mana versus how much time you have left too, right? Because like time, the very important thing is, like, we didn't explore it all because we had Innkeeper, is that time is very much a resource with this deck. You want to make sure that you're making good plays, but also that you're not trying to make the best play and you're just sacrificing a lot of time, because you have a minute and a half to figure out how to kill your opponent. And if you don't figure it out in a minute and a half, you usually lose. So you're definitely on a time crunch when it comes to trying to, like, execute that combo turn. And it's definitely rewards getting those reps in, because recognizing when, like, how you're supposed to get that mana, plus the order of cards is quite important. And it's good to also identify which cards you're dumping to make sure you're not playing that. Like, you had that mistake with the Wild Growth, and you had 10 mana and you get the extra card in your hand. Like, recognizing things like that is important, because it does affect it, and you don't want to mess up and when you're playing your UI and you burn
an important card, and it's like, oh man, there goes my second sleep. Oh shit. Filterphobe does want to point out that, like, we are going to be, like, if you are playing this on ladder, you are up against the rope, just like you were saying, and sometimes you do have to pick a suboptimal play in order to, just to do enough to win the turn, even if it's not the perfect turn. I'm interested, when you're trying to mortgage time, what are the slowest things in the deck to play out that you yourself find yourself budgeting time for when you're making decisions? Like, oh man, I got to do this early because this is going to take longer than other things.
It used to be Gift, but I cut that card, so now APM's actually easier, I think, hopefully. Because that card was so slow. That card was a source to me roping out a lot, because for some reason the animation, after you, like, click the option, and it has, like, a little bit of lag to it, which is obnoxious. So I cut that card, and now we're never going to rope ever again. So that's my solution.
That was
Other than that, though,
that was the 8th Ignite
like
for
sleep's
me.
kind of slow.
The 8th
Oh, yeah.
Ignite was a bigger fireball, and it took more time to develop. And if without the bigger fireball animation, I think once the rope started burning, I knew I could have gotten in like a 3rd Ignite. But I knew once the rope started burning on my end on mobile, this is me playing Ignite Mage a million years ago for people who weren't following. Sorry. I would find myself like, oh man, this is it. I'm just getting in 2 more Ignites because the big fireball is here. Right. So like, even though there was like a little bit of like, I would try to fit it in, but like you just couldn't. What about ANR's draw?
Like, what about it? Like animation time?
Is that an animation that you budget time for? Like, are there times where you're just like, well, I should draw here, but I can't, so I'm just gonna like heal whatever. Does it?
No.
Finley's kind of slow. I wasn't sure if ANR is comparable to Finley or if they jump a little more.
I guess it's kind of slow, but it's never really a factor. Like before I play my turn, I know if I'm going to draw or I'm going to refresh the ENR a lot of time.
Okay.
Like, because I think the most important thing is like knowing how you're going to combo before your turn starts. Like, I will say, like, people who play their board or something, or they play something and then end their turn quickly after that, it's a lot harder to play around, because like if they play their tech card, like usually after they play a tech card, I'm planning on how I'm playing around it on their turn. And then that way I already have a plan going into my next turn, so I don't have to spend any time at the beginning of my turn thinking. So that's generally how I get around the time constraints, is I know when I'm going in and I know how I'm going to be doing it.
All right, so you hear that, guys? Just dump your hands versus KVLT. It'll give him less time. He's gonna fuck up more. No, I'm just gonna. This has been really. I think this has been really good, and like I'm glad we revisited this deck because the deck deserves it. I think we did. I think I screwed up less this time around. Though it was funny that there were still screw ups, because like it's still like, well, this is my knee jerk reaction. This is what I think we should do, and it's like, no. This is what you should do, and this is why. I think those are good teachable moments still. So I'm still glad that we got to do this, and thank you for having the time to do this. This was fun.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, parting words before I disconnect the Discord call and we go back to sending me back to hell, aka viewer decks?
I mean, do you want to try like a game or two on ladder, actually, before we get going?
I kind of don't, because I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm going to mess it up. If I'm messing up versus the innkeeper with you literally sitting next to me, I think I'm just going to get frustrated. So I'll play some piles or whatever chat sends at me, and I'll try it tomorrow when I'm a little bit fresher.
It definitely takes a lot of reps with it, but I guess I'm trying to think of like I kind of want to go. Do you want to like go over like there's like the common mashups right now? I guess I could.
Sure. Yeah. Let's that's a good way. That's a good way to finish off. Sure.
Because I don't think we touched on that at all, and I think that's kind of important. What decks are popular right now?
Well, we got Burnlock. You said you'd keep Pendant against Burnlock.
Yeah, I would keep Pendant against Burnlock, and like it's generally the same plan as we were doing against Innkeeper, but like Pendant's a very important card against Burnlock, and I think. Do
you ever keep Swipe if you know it's Burnlock, or is that like not necessary? Because you're kind of
playing Pirates. If I know the opponents, and also some people are playing Tiny Knight on EU for some reason, which is kind of crazy. But if I know they're playing Tiny Knight, I'd keep Swipe or a way to clear Tiny Knight, because that you do lose to Tiny Knight if you let that Tiny Knight get too big, you immediately explode. But I keep Swipe against like Sparrow Claw as well. Like, because he's playing
sure
Shadow
Sparrow
Priest.
Claw feels honored.
Because I don't want to lose to a turn 2 Void Touch Attendant.
Okay.
Or a Razor Scale or something like that. Like,
right.
Swipe's a pretty good removal option. I generally want to keep Swipe, though. I think it's kind of bad in this meta. Like, there's not that many decks that really require a Swipe. I think the tech card that you keep in the mole is the Pendant.
Okay. How about egg lock?
But other
Is there
than
a,
that, there's nothing really. Oh, egg lock. You just
do you
try
do
to
anything
kill them
different?
as fast as
All
you
right.
can.
You're
You just try to
okay.
mega ramp. I like you don't keep any. You try to like you keep trail mix. I probably keep solar against them too, like because you have to be fast to beat them.
Okay. So you'd even keep
So
soul.
bio
Would you
obviously.
would you solo keep solar, or are you only keeping solar if
I
you have a
might.
2 mana ramp? You might. Okay, it's that. It's that. It's
Probably
that.
I might on the coin, like
Okay.
because you have to high roll them,
Okay.
and it's not like solar doesn't have good targets. You have a lot of good targets for solar. Like solar, like 2 mana ramp on 4 is a fine play.
I'm trying to think if
But
there's anything else.
I'm not sure
And
what
kind
else I would
same as
special
before,
I would
like
keep.
if we have the ramp, we
Like same
might
as
keep Bud, or we
Mhm.
might keep UI.
If my
you
hand
said.
is fantastic,
Yeah.
like sometimes like I'm on the coin, I have a good hand, I'd keep like Moonbeam. I don't know if I keep maybe I even keep press advantage if I'm against like an aggro deck, just to like clear something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like especially if I'm on the coin because they play something on 1 and then I don't want to coin out my ramp, so I'd just play like on my turn 1 would just be, Moonbeaming their, their 1/2 or their 2/1. I think that's the only stat lines that are come on 1 now, right?
Yeah,
We
pretty
have
much.
the 1/2s from Priest and the 2/1s from like Burnlock, and that's about it. But which makes press advantage quite good, actually. Maybe I want to keep press advantage, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because you
You've
kind of
talked
just want the
yourself into
Moonbeam in
it
turn
as we're
1.
doing the guide.
Yeah, talk myself out of it now. I'm
There
not
you
sure how I
go.
feel about the card just yet. But yeah, that's about it. Like other than
Okay.
that, you're just trying to kill the opponent as fast as possible. Bud is very, very good. Bud I would keep majority of the time. We never really had it come up in the mole, but
No, we didn't.
Bud is
this time.
very hard, especially against like Reno decks or anything that's going to play tech, because you get around tech. Like Bud gets around a lot of tech,
Yeah.
and also it prevents like you getting ratted and stuff. But that's about it.
All right. All right. I'm gonna send you into the Netherverse and disconnect the
Okay.
call. What do you want to
See
say?
ya.
What do you want to say before I leave you?
Play more Dungar Druid. No one plays it. Everyone's playing Champions Druid. I swear Dungar Druid's better, but the champions are taking over, man.
And he's gone. The champions are taking over. The champions druid, the champs druids are taking over, and they shouldn't be, because this is better. Thank you so much, KVLT, and if you're enjoying this content, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing on my YouTube channel. Let's go back to hell and play some viewer decks. All right. I thought that was good. Wait, did I play this? I just played this. Okay, instead of doing noobs deck, instead of playing noobs deck, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play NHL's Reno deck, because I think Nonchalant Noob would be totally okay with that. Is this it? All right. Is this the OTZ Cook? The fabled OTZ Cook? Let's say. Not your deck. The OTZ Cook. It's like she's here with us. In spirit. Would you replace Swipe for her? You don't. In Dungar? You don't replace Swipe in Dungar. Swipe is the Nust. All right, let's play that 2 times. Is Gaslight working? Do we have an official, like, is Gaslight working? Like, do we know for sure? I feel like there's been so many rumors that it's working, it's not working, it's crazy. No. All right, I can open up viewer decks. I will probably be going for a little bit longer, chat, but not crazy longer, because I do want to get that video out tomorrow.
I will reclaim my glory.
I want to see what the quality looks like too, because if this is poo poo again, I might have to come up with If this is poo-poo again, I might have to come up with a better way to record these, and it might have to happen off-stream. I don't know. Because I think off-stream on OBS, I could probably do a better job. But that means not doing it live. And I think doing it live with chat, even if I don't interact with chat a ton, I feel like people really enjoy, like, going and watching the VOD, or people really enjoy, like, being in chat, adding, like, you know, comments, or, like, asking questions. And I think that does add things to it, so.
Your wish is my suggestion.
I'll see. It was supposed to be fixed, but it wasn't. Yeah. Alright. The good news is we do have something like Chaotic Consumption. We do have good, like, single target removal. So is, top decking something like... If we high roll Sarge Rest, that could be pretty good, too. You can just record local at a better quality at the same time. It's not that simple for me, because I want to have, like... OBS picks up the deck tracker and stuff, and well, if I do it at the same time, wow, we drew patches. I feel like if I do it at the same time, I'm gonna ultimately be. We weren't guaranteed to hit it anyway because of the Goldshire Knoll. They can't fit anything more dangerous if I don't clear this. Which is a way to look at things. This is fine. Okay. I wish I didn't disenchant the aura, but it is what it is. Aw, man. Okay. Alright, things we're trying to do this turn. We die if I give them too much. So I think we just do this. Discarding their hand's gonna end it. Yeah, it's the worst possible matchup. It's high-key the worst possible matchup. And they can trade down 3 whelps here, so they can make a decent amount of space. A carrier still launches 2 idiots at my head. But it also makes my coin Reno better if I do my Reno now, so that's nice. There is a point, though, where when you play against Astral Communions, they do fill their entire hand. Did we DC? No, I think they're thinking. Dangerous to let an Astral Communion Druid think. Okay. I should know. I love the deck. It is nice when they do, let's say they do... It is nice when they do, What's the Innkeeper? What's his name? Holy crap. Hearth. When they do Hearth, then discarding hand can be relevant. Do we get a patch this week? Not yet. I think a lot of people are reading the tea leaves and thinking that probably. Wait, is this guy a bot? This seems like bot behavior. High key. That was weird. I think the quest has potential. NHL did a good job with the quest. On a dupes version. I like it. I think it works pretty well. It's mostly just Clanker spotted. It really is. I think it's mostly just a... I guess you really could just bot Astral Communion Druid, huh? I think it's just a good. You could build good control Warlock and then have that as like an out against older stuff. Are we allowed to post meme decks? I was gonna submit Rise to the Occasion Paladin. Yeah, depending on what mood I'm in. If it's built, I like meme decks, Walt Weast. I like meme decks, but I like meme decks that are functional. When they're not functional, I get pissed. How do you bot Astral? I don't think it's that hard. The mulligan's pretty simple. the mulligan is like pretty formulaic, more than anything. Going for Gamble. Okay, maybe they were just like having problems. It's the one I was looking for. Like, all right. All right. Blessed Goods, okay. Christology, okay. Knights, okay. Like, you have a nice low... Listen, you have a nice purposeful low curve. You have an ETC that isn't, like, total dog shit. You've got Lothraxion in the ETC, which I think is fine. I get it. Against slow stuff, that makes a lot of sense. I think your deck was a lot better when, obviously, when Order in the Court. Like, I would play your deck. I don't know if I'd win, but I'd play your deck, and, like, there's some purpose behind it. Astral's too much shit to make a bot? I think Odd Paladin's better, Danila. I think they're not quite the same. Huh. Nice, we did it. All right, now we just got to empty our shit, and we're good to go. Seems like it'd be better, but it's not. As somebody who's played Odd Paladin, it's actually not, though. It seems like it should, and I don't disagree with you that it seems like it should, but it just ends up not being that way. From my personal experience. Alright. This seems like a good twisting nether turn. Maybe they weren't a bot. Maybe I was being unfair. Here's the spooky thing. I'm gonna end up shuffling two barrels of sludge into my deck if I do get my plot twist. Is that a bot deck? The brand coin deck is a bot deck? They just run the script? Danila, the fascinating thing about that is that deck does not exist on NA. Apparently, because all the cheaters are getting together and are agreeing that if that shit's happening on NA, then NA users or like EU users or like Western server users are going to notice it and bitch about it, and they don't want the loophole closed, so they're just doing it in China. That's it. That's crazy to me. Oh no, they turned the script back on, chat. I'm gonna go for the plot twist. Alright, so they can steal my shit, but I don't think it does anything for them, is the problem. Does it hit that? Okay. Alright, it doesn't do anything. Got it. Alright. Give me plot twist. Oh, we're so good at Hearthstone, chat. We're so good at the game. We even draw one of the sludges. Oh, we're so good. We're TikTok famous, chat. We're TikTok famous. All right, they're gonna hate me. I'm okay with that. We got one of the carriers, and we got Hearthstone Brew. That seems pretty good to me.
Fast here.
This can't actually hurt me. Oh, wait. Ah, shit. Oh, it doesn't matter, because I'm a genius. Kargath could have been relevant. Was that hard run, the Kargath? The Kargath... Oh, Kologarn. Kologarn was hard run. Get it right, Schmoopy. Sorry, chat. This is a beautiful target for Hysteria, by the way. Oh, really? It's like, no, we totally do. Hit these guys. We might still lose. Okay. Which do I care? I care about getting hit for 10 more than for getting hit for 6. Okay. Nice. We can go here. We can go here. We can even heal up. Alright, cool. So we just old accounts ban wave? Could have been. Yeah, it could have been. Ad starting soon, by the way. Chat, sorry. Okay. We have seen both Death Beetles. We've seen a Kologarn. We've seen a Marin. We've seen a Hearth. We've seen Elise. We've seen ETC. So God knows what that would have been. We've seen a Xavius. Not the worst, like... We've seen both carriers. Not the worst card, honestly, to play in a deck like this. Okay. I don't want to buff this. Let's do this. Let's defile. Let's get rid of it. Let's make it big razor scale. I don't think the razor scale is like the least bit relevant, but we've got our opponent down to 2 cards. I wouldn't mind them having to answer an 8/10 dragon. Sure. What's your nutty legendary? Benedictus, and I throw my computer out the window. If it's OG Benedictus, I throw my computer out the window. I don't make the rules. It just is what it is. Thank God. Dodged a bullet, chat. Alright, we'll do one more of this, because Nonchalant Noob paid for 2, and then we can start getting into new decks tonight. I guess I'm not supposed to always keep this. I'm choosing to. Tay with a 15-game win streak. Hey, that means you made it the other night.
I see you brought guests.
Ooh, I got a little black cube. This black cube isn't on mobile. Ooh, I am tired. Holy crap.
Your wish is my
I was waiting for KJ or something. Not that it would win, no, but it would just be like, come on, man. Ooh, everything's green. What? Oh, he gets whacked. Okay. Did near the end. Well, I'm glad you kept the streak going. I appreciate your, I appreciate you making it as often to stream as you do. I could send the coin in. I have a very, very good chance of hitting plot twist, and we did. Oh no, my plot twist! I have other ways of getting there. Do I have tome tampering? I have tome tampering in here. Phylactery is kind of funny. Okay. So no Zeph the Great for me. Unlucky. At the same time, I don't care about their Theotar. I could care about their Theotar. Let's do a dirty. I don't. Yeah, I could do the Theotar play, or the rat play. Let's do the rat play. Nice. I could take out Theotar too, but like I don't know if they're gonna bounce anything. I don't want them bouncing the. I don't want them bouncing the Zeph effectively. None of the bounce effects on Theotar means they can play it again. What's your take on nerfing shit over buffing or bumming cards? So for me, I want all options on the table. Oh, it's a rogue. It's a Rugi, chat. It's a Rugi. That makes so much more sense. For me, anything that leads to more variety in the format is on the table. If that is for some people buffing cards, if that's nerfing cards, whatever, like just in general makes the best decision for the format, as long as there's as many cool shit decks to play, that's what I'm looking for. Hey, got my coin back, chat. Get my... What did TikTok get for me? My scabs! Not his scabs! This deck's been fun so far.
You can't always
NHL did in fact cook. Or no, sorry, this is OTZ's list. OTZ did in fact cook.
What is this worth to you? I
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, you can always overbuff stuff, sure. But I think Filterphobe... Yeah, OTZ. Yep. I know. I think Filterphobe, my thought is, as far as Wild goes, we can handle buffs a lot better than Standard. Standard is like... Standard is like a nicely manicured lawn where one weed grows or one little, thing grows out of place. The entire ecosystem is fucked. Whereas wild, we've got like shit. There's poison ivy growing over there. There's Virginia creeper over there. Right in the middle is like this nice, blackberry patch. Like the buffs are gonna have less of a less of an impact, I think, in this format than another format.
Not in my kitchen.
I must protect the wild.
So I'm a little bit more open to buffs. I know some people are staunchly anti-buff, but like they have so many old cards. This is my other take with buffs too. We have so many old cards that they've already spent money developing. Even buffing things by stats or like a mana or two and making a card that is otherwise rotting in your collection be relevant again. I really like that idea. I mean, I don't think that Holy Wrath was. I'm gonna push back on that, Nox. I don't think Holy Wrath was this like meta hero that was like taking things down a peg. I think if anything, Holy Wrath was holding back decks that Greed Lords typically like running and playing. Buffs are risk and nerfs are low risk, but nerfs aren't low risk because I think too many nerfs lead to a scenario where now your game is boring because nothing ever happens. And so me having been like, there is a risk. The risk is I stop paying attention. You know what I mean? Bro, am I getting sleeper? Did you already play this Yogg Druid list like 4 times? No. RJ keeps wanting it. RJ keeps wanting it, and I keep playing it. Well, I hope we live. Deck diversity increased after the Holy Wrath nerf. And that's why I'm never going to be like, well, I think it should always be this. I'm against buffs, I'm against nerfs. Whatever increases deck diversity is good. Whatever decreases deck diversity is bad. I think right now the many set has been bad for the format. I think deck diversity has decreased. At least with Burnlock, we'll have to see if that's a permanent change or if it's just like just for now. I want to play this later. Because people are definitely switching off of Burnlock now. And you can see it at the top of the ladder. At the bottom of the ladder, I don't know what's going on. They could just keep going. It takes them forever to switch off decks. Is this like Blessed Priest? Kind of. One beak, dude. Dungar. Uh-oh, broke. Give me my paladin deck. Damn you, Blizzard! Fuck. What happened? Okay, let's try this again. Oh man, I had to think about it. What the fuck? Cyrus, what did you do to this code? Okay, now it's okay. What the fuck was that? Hearthstone? What did you cook, Cyrus? Alright, cool, Galacron. One of my favorite decks of all time was Gallimental Shaman, right at the end of Caverns. Every time I go CN, oh, what the fuck? Is this just the client? What is going on with the client? There we go. I feel like DK is a fucking starving class with the exact same 40 cards. Sure. Standard's recent problem where they had strong cards were too strong, the weak cards were too much, no one had any tools. I still feel like no one has any tools. Are there any reverts to look forward to on rotation? Yes. Yes. Lots. Lots of reverts. Basically the entire StarCraft package. Some really fun cards from... oh my god. Every single code? What the fuck? Blizzard? Blizzard. Blizzard. Holy shit. Be on warrior cards? Would that work? Alright, hold on. Let me try restarting client and see if that'll work. Can somebody explain why Gravity Lapse makes automatons gigantic? So Neo-Noir, what ends up happening is Gravity Lapse sets the automaton's current stats to their basic stats, their base stats. And then the automaton factor kicks in, and then they gain additional stats based on their effect. Yeah, bring back Ethereal Oracle, please. That card was fucking cool to cook with. Okay. Make Quasar great again? No. Fuck Quasar Rogue. Fuck Quasar Rogue. Sorry, Gumbo players. I don't make the rules. The HS community hates you. Just does. It just does. You fuckers have to bow and scrape. Okay. Alright, we got 2 for the Rise to the Occasion Paladin. Yeah, there we go. Alright, one big dude. If Pupil goes to 1, I'm eating so good with Baku. Pupil is the kind of card they shouldn't unnerf, because it already sees plenty of play in the form that it's in now. So I think that actually would be a very popular card to remain nerfed. Not to shit in anyone's cut. But just that's what I sort of expect is going to end up happening. People reminds me of Threads. You look at it and you think, why do they print that? Who thought it was okay? Yeah, but Nox, you don't really like powerful cards. Like I think the Pupil itself is like fine, but it is strong. Wasn't Pupil just a hostage card? Yeah, doesn't need to be anywhere else. Oh, I forgot. We got Lightspawn. Oh, this is cute. Domino effect. Yeah, we got some. We have some like really good cards coming. I would full revert threads in a heartbeat. I would full revert threads in a heartbeat. I think it'd be fine. Yeah, threads is a standard problem. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to be fucked up and wild, but like DK can use a little fucked up. It's okay. It's like multi-strike. I see no reason with DH not being allowed to have multi-strike or brand. I think it'd be okay.
Come across a cursed carnival.
You let threads go to 2? That's probably where the sane people would leave it, but I really don't. I really could give a fuck. I read threads as an STD Pokemon? Unlucky. Ooh. Okay. It's funny that it happens later. Start with this. Okay. Bonk. I don't like the philosophy. Let's make the most overpowered board clear to Reno Lone Ranger to 1 just because it's in DK lol. Well, would it increase variety? That's always the lens I'm looking at it. Would it increase variety? Do I think that Wild would be better with more DK line? Do I think Wild is better now with DK as it is, or do I think it's better with possible like playable DK decks? I'd rather see the more playable decks, personally. Might still be dead, by the way.
With Carestia's blessing, I will find the truth.
Am I still dead? I'm still dead, right? Unlucky.
You have better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you get more. I think you get more out of DK. I'm okay with seeing more DK if I give him 1 minute threads. Like, I'm the DK guy, and I think, like, you know, Corpse Explosion is, like, their best board clear. And it's 5 mana, and it is solely based on have you made enough bodies lately.
Cthulhu versus Sargeras.
Alright, do I know that they're burn lock? I don't. Corpse Explosion isn't even that good. You're not going to hear... You're not, like... Corpse Explosion is an important part of the deck. No, it's not even that good. Doesn't do shit into things like Miracle Rogue. I disagree, but I disagree about specifically Miracle Rogue. I think you lost me there, but I think we're supposed to ramp with 2 here. I agree otherwise, I think, NHL. I mean, Sparrow Claw, sure, that'd be ideal, but how do we know what's going to be fine now and what's going to be fine later? Okay, so next turn we're going to have 7 mana. I can, like, Aquatic Form and then Nourish. Ooh. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go for a Solar Bud. I'm gonna go for a Solar Bud turn next turn. So I'll have 8. I'll have 10 mana. All right, they can't do the thing to me yet. But I'm gonna try and get lethal next turn. Okay, hold on. Malygos is lethal. I'm gonna try high roll Maly. Okay. Yeah, I could have Solar Bud. I should have just Solared Bud. Okay. This is all my burn, too. Okay. This is why I didn't want to play this now, because I'm tired. And I am going to fuck up. And all my shit gets deleted. And I don't want my shit to get deleted, chat. So this was a bad idea. I talked myself out of Solar Bud, and Solar Bud was the better line. I don't know. Maybe they pulled out of their. There might be a good chance they pulled out of their power level. You know. I think they were on their way to never making a good card again. I think they've been spooked out of that because I think they've realized they can't do it any longer. They were losing it. Feel like it's been standard focused? Yeah, no shit, it's been standard focused. They don't consider, guys, it's not a secret. They don't consider wild at all when they design anything. We like sometimes like ring an alarm bell and we just say, all right, well, here we go.
I see you brought guests.
Yeah, but NHL, they're thinking about standard. They're not thinking about wild ever. Oh. Okay. Could drop the Needle Rock. I wish I had the coin. T5 when asked about the state of wild mod check. I mean, I think that's unfair, Danila. I think what you don't see... All right. I'm going to pause the music for a second. I think something that chat does that annoys the shit out of me that I think's a little bit unfair is like for all the mistakes that the dev team makes, the shit that I end up reading about, like Team 5 being lazy or Team 5 not doing stuff, like the sense that I get is that they're really really working hard, and they're given a schedule to keep, and whether that schedule to keep or not is fair, it's not necessarily a consideration. And so you just sort of get locked into a grind, and then time to do the new set, locked into a grind. Time to do the new set, locked into a grind. And they can't just stop everything all the time and make changes, because at some point the policy becomes insane. It's like, well, how do you decide when you're going to do that? And you're just going to stop everything and make changes. So they don't. So they follow like a set schedule. So I think it's always unfair when people are bitching about like, I always kind of think it's unfair for people to be mega bitching about like, oh man, they never care about this, they never change that, because they do make changes. So I don't know. I think it's really easy to dump on the devs because they're an easy target, and like we always want things done our way. But it's also a lot of armchair quarterbacking that I find very tiresome. Very, very tiresome and ignorant. So it's like, but I'm a Blizzard shill, apparently. Does dropping Loatheb even prevent them from buffing their shit? I don't even think it does, but I think it might be my best option. So.
Time goes short.
Second gift. They don't play around the second gift, chat. I don't know if I play around the second gift. All right. All right. Well, we high rolled, I guess. I think we're still dead, though. Boy. I guess we playing Blizzard now like Zeddy? Well, I mean, like, that's my point. Is like... And, like, not that he's, like, wrong. But, like, sometimes he is. Like, I don't know. I'm not meant for the reactionary culture, chat. I'm an adult that's gone to work for a long time, and I've been like, I've been on the grind in a schedule, so I see how people get on the grind in a schedule. What are you blaming them for exactly? No, I just like read shit like when I read shit like, oh man, well Team 5 clearly doesn't care about Wild. Like they touch Wild less frequently than they touch Standard. Good. I don't like when they touch Standard. I don't think they always do a good job. I know that's not a good reason for them to not hit Wild, but like it's not that they don't pay attention to it. Because I see on the creator Discord like them mention decks and be like, yeah, we're tracking these and we're seeing how problematic they are. You might see a change, but they're not going to release that publicly. All right, it's like devolve. Am I just dead? No, we need like devolve and then some other kind of nutty shit to do. This isn't even good enough. We can do it. But then we just die, right? Man, wait. Still dead. All right. If we rolled Taunt Totem, I was interested. Letting Hack go is a crime? Yeah, I think that was mishandled for sure. Yeah. All right. I gotta run an ad real quick, and then we'll hit the Reno DH. Was an asset nerfs. I mean, watching how Ben Brode has conducted himself in Marvel Snap, or how Marvel Snap conducts itself, like I would not want to follow Ben Brode as the center of philosophy for balancing game.
Versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
Okay. This is one of my anti-aggro options, so I'm going to keep it. The top of the idol is another anti-aggro option. I'm going to assume it's aggro, chat.
I see you brought. I see
Okay, it's not. They didn't do the quest on us, though, so there's that. Pretty sure you can drumsticks kicking ass in arena. Yeah, but Sparrow Claw, I think that's kind of like, I think it's a little bit Pollyanna. I think it's a little bit, I think I agree that certain, like, I think board-based strategy should always be an option in Hearthstone, but, like, I think it's a little bit naive to think it's going to stay that way forever. You know? I think that's a little unreasonable and difficult to pull off. They full kept 3 cards. They full kept their mulligan. Actually, I don't know if the Living Flame was kept. This was kept, for sure. So they're boars.
I remember this place well.
Okay. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. I need Kurtrus Gunslinger pretty badly. Might go, like, Okani for spell, and then... Like, I don't know when I'm dropping this. It might have been better just to drop the 1 mana. So that I was getting something and not nothing. This lost relevancy once it wasn't aggro. I think this is the last turn that Okani's going to have any relevance tempo-wise. Sure. Because I can block the coin with this, and they still can't do their thing. And then this should block their combo unless they're lucky trash. And then I got to make decisions after that. I'm basically trying to stall until I get like a Finley into Kurtrus that nukes both boars and I win. Type shit like that.
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
You want signature Okani? They have a signature of this guy? Or is it only gold? I thought it was only gold. Sure. No. I won't let you. Unfortunately, Blizzard isn't profitable to buff old wild cards. I disagree. I disagree with that, Pyramid Head. It actually is profitable for them to buff old cards because it means less labor for them to make brand new cards for something like the core set. So I wholeheartedly disagree with that.
Not impressed.
I think it is absolutely in their best interest to buff old cards for stuff like the core set. Especially because it just makes sense resource-wise. They already have everything they need already set up for them. They just got to tweak numbers here or there. Yeah, I think Snap has done enough that I think Snap has done enough at this point. I think we can all sort of figure out when it's a good and a bad idea to let Ben Brode run your card game. I think I'm gonna lose to Boris, chat. Ouch.
Muzzle there,
I'm like desperately doing my best to try to find my Kurtrus. And then hoping my Kurtrus solves all my problems like White Monster somehow. Counterpoint, I've never played Snap, don't know how it works, not interested. I've heard been monetary. Yeah, yes, that's what they do. Yes. Like, they release the new broken thing. It's pay to win. You have to play the broken thing if you want to be competitive. And if you're not being competitive, then you're wasting your time. I don't want Hearthstone run that way. It's actually very budget-friendly, Hearthstone. So, like, the monetary part is actually not something we can just sort of brush past. Okay, I can play the Lotheb to stall one more turn. Oof. -1 chat. Okay, that removes the Lotheb. Not as easily.
too many cards.
Hey, dude, what's going on? What's going on, Harney?
The time has
It's a Renathal.
dethrone our former master.
Hearthstone's budget friendly? I think it's budget friendly, yeah. Alright, we're showing 10. And we can add, like, 8 on top of that. So we can get up to 18. That puts him at a... That puts him at a good place for us. We haven't found the Swinger Kurtrus yet.
I have given up everything. What have you sacrificed?
Hold on. I have not counted chat. Putting them to 3, though? Here's the nice thing of putting them where I've put them. They have to heal up and bore and hit me with the big... the big wombo combo. Right now they have to pay mana. Like, they could do Crane Game. But I think that'd be fine. Standard Legend trying to push Wild, not even Diamond 5, which doesn't feel good. I mean, you'll get there, man. I believe. Alright, how much damage can I end up pushing here? I think the answer's a lot. I think I can get both of these down, which should be enough. I have to say, we've done a nice job of stalling. Oh, no. Shit. Is it worth doing the Roach now? I think this is worth.
Your cell awaits.
I learned chat. Be proud of me.
Fear my glaive.
Put him back to 10. Put him back to 2, excuse me. What's going on, Rita? Tito? Thank you for the raid. We're playing some viewer decks. We did a little Dungar tutorial earlier with member of the community Colt, high level wild player. Went over Dungar Druid turns. I somehow attempted to throw with them anyway, but otherwise we had a good time. Wing welding's fine. Haiku. It's rating time, yo. It is rating time. They gotta do some kind of taunt or some kind of heals. No taunt, no heals makes them a very dull boy. Taking my rank, trying to brew. Did some fixing today, but not fixable this month. Ditto. But I don't know if I want to exist at a higher place in the meta, to be honest with you, in Wild. It's just I mean, they know. Chat, they know. I don't know how I won this game, by the way. I have no idea how I won this game. I kept trying to interfere and trying to delay until somehow I turned the corner, and then somehow I did. No idea. You're gating people in Diamond now? I am at like a 46% win rate this month. What's going on, Lord Driving? I'm at like a 46% win rate, and I'm usually at like a 53, 54, 55. And so I'm about... I feel that extra game that I'm short. Pretty... I feel it. Alright, have a good night. Alright, do I think it's Burn Lock? Isn't 46% kind of low for a while? It is. Actually, it is. If I'm able to hit Legend, everybody is. That is true. Anybody can hit Legend. Enough monkeys, enough typewriters. I'm going to keep it because it's fun. I don't think it's correct. It may ultimately kill me. But I want to.
I see you've brought guests.
Ah, was a bad idea. Just disco. Good night. Have a good night. Here we go.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Second time we see this guy? I mean, not only so many people play at a time. So that's not unusual. I'm sure wild players everywhere celebrate your laziness, Danila. Are we going for the high roll? We are going for the high roll.
They'll solve a murder mystery.
Alright, so we eat 6. Wish there was a streamer option that hit both you and your opponent's names. I mean, yeah, I can do that. I can move my head over my name, and I can move a graphic over their name. I just don't. Getting 9. I believe, chat. I just don't think it... I don't think it does anything. People like let's say I queue into a viewer. People like being able to find out which game was them and being like, oh yeah, look, that's me and I'm on there. Like, I don't know. I like knowing who my opponents are. Raffle used to do that where he didn't want anybody knowing ever. And like that's all right. Next turn might be a ham turn. I have like a funny clear. Is this a funny combo I could use together? So like ham making a big butt might work. I mean, there's a streamer mode Nox where I can appear offline. And I could like just cover my username. Like it's not hard. Like it's not hard to do what you're describing with graphics. But also, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, Wild's pretty cheap. Wild is mega cheap. Yeah, I think the next board is the one that I'm going to end up freezing. Ooh, no, I might have to freeze this one. Yeah, this one has to be get frozen. Okay, perfect. This is fine. From the bleachers, don't want to hear it no more. Alright, I hope I top deck Reno. Maybe I top deck Reno. Smile. That's a cool card when it works. Doesn't work like often, but like when it works. I don't even know. This is a scenario, chat, where I don't even know if Reno is even good enough. I guess it's one of my better options. I might like Bob instead. Snowden is crazy. Snowden's a great card, yeah. You could do some funny shit with Snowden. Snowden is like great egg tech. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good hit for us. I think otherwise we lose, though. I need to top deck one of my ways to make Shield Shatter 0, or I am Giga Cooked. So I need Unleashed, or Safety Goggles, Hero Power. I need something. They're really thinking about this. Is Egglock good for the meta? What do you mean by good for the meta? Is Egglock a deck that will win you a lot of games in this meta? Yes. Is Egglock a good deck to exist? No. I don't think Egglock should exist. I think it's a mistake.
Nothing can prevent your end.
All right. Oh, we're just dead? We might be dead. Yeah. Damn. There's a scenario where the type of deck they were running did not rely solely on the Soul Barrages to get there.
I will defend the flame.
I will bring
You can play the deck once? I might. I'm tired. I might. I'm tired. Am I going to get Nazmani'd? I don't know what else I'd be playing against. That didn't turn purple. Oh, is it just going to be like Thief Slop? Maybe it's Thief Slop.
Need a bit more spice over here.
light. Grant you peace.
I like Burn with Hand a lot. I do not like Burn with Hand at all. Hand felt really bad to me. You could convince me one hand was okay. Two hands felt unplayable. Completely unplayable.
May the light the dead rest.
Too spicy.
I should use the drink as another one. Good sir, where's your Geist? Right here. Here's my Geist. Don't do it. Don't put that voodoo on me. At least run it in ETC? No! Fuck off, 6J. Stop baiting chat. How are you tonight? I just cast one of these, I think.
Reporting for duty.
Notorious ice block spammer? Damn, not beating the allegations. Far from it.
I don't have enough mana.
Okay. I'm going to pick the Shirvala.
I don't have enough mana.
Reporting for duty.
I'm going to pick the Shirvala. Because if they go for like a rat... If they go for like a rat... I want to get this down on 3. If they go for like a rat effect... They have... It's a 66% chance I'm okay. And... Both of these options Giga punish them, so that's where I'm going with that. What the fuck are you playing, Dad? I'm playing Questline Paladin. Did you know that Paladin had a questline? It actually does.
Need a bit more spice over here.
Good evening. Good evening. How's it going?
Reporting for duty.
The weight of justice hangs heavy.
Let the dead rest.
All right, I think this is over. I love hand because it lets me swing weapon every turn while protecting barrage to find merchant, and drawing cards is fun. Yeah, but sometimes I found that I wanted the damage and I was killing slower because of it, and I wasn't really okay with that aspect of things. And soundtrack are so nice, yeah.
What's yours?
Take my shit. Go ahead. Okay. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do you ever play chess at all? I used to. Not really anymore.
It is finished.
Yeah, bye.
You win.
I play with Schmoopy, and I play so badly that I almost throw to a 7-year-old. That's how far I've fallen. I taught myself chess on like a little iPod, like $2 chess app, and it was really good because it went over like it had a library of old games and also had like when you started the game, it gave you different suggestions for openings, and then it told you the name of the opening, and so you could then go look up the opening later and be like, okay, what's the strategy behind this, or why were people playing this way? So like if it gave you a lot of tools to just not only learn the fundamentals but also like go really deep dive on it. I really enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed this content tonight, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing on my YouTube channel. Special thanks to my members on YouTube. Ooh, Golden Hand of Infinity is fun. Works out well for you. I'm glad it works for you. I will stay way the fuck away from it. I'm going to stay way the fuck away from it because it's going to lose me a game and I'm going to tilt from it. If you are insulated against that tilt, I wish you all the best. Special thanks to Beastie, Pug Please, The Big Pimp Chimp, Sean 1 Trillion, Wrong Mindset, May, Zushen, Robert Toss, Timmy the Kaido, and Wide Peepo. Happy. Kiss from Tiny Finn. You got it. See where I can send people. All right, special thanks to KVLT for coming on tonight. That was fun. We learned some more about Dungar. I hope you get to glean some stuff as well. All right. Ron's still going. Anybody else I recognize? Is anybody playing Wild? Any Wild peoples? Oh, May. May's going. Easy go raid, May. We're Hand of the Infinite, Noggin Father, Face Lethal. Maybe next stream. I will see everybody tomorrow. Should be doing more of the same. I will see you then. Have a good night. Good night.